bother me, I hate them. You tryna make friends, we tryna make ends. Why you playing with that little baby? You better save rent.
Coming right up, the Kings taking on the Mavs. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Kind of a lopsided matchup tonight in some regards, but everyone loves an underdog.
Yeah, let's not forget, this is the NBA. Anything can happen, and even lower-ranked teams are elite. We could still have a real contest on our hands tonight.
Now Sacramento starting five. DeRozan out there with Monk. Then there's Carter. Then it's Zach LaVine, and it's Sabonis in at the center, locking down the middle.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the key.
Sacramento shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That free throw missing. And he's good on the second. Randall, a screen on Carter. Here's Mitchell. Sabonis grabs the board. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Sacramento. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
For a number of reasons, depth seems to become more important every year. And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Randall, a screen on LaVine. Christie, and it's good from the elbow.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And, Richard, you look back, Zach LaVine has been one of those microwave-type players. He can get hot in a blink of an eye.
Zach LaVine is one of those players that when he catches fire, there is nothing you can do about it. He can score from deep, multiple level score, and when he gets going, ooh, it could be a problem.
Here is Carter. Outside DeRozan. From 15 feet away, that one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
That's his bread and butter, DeRozan, one of the great mid-range shooters in this game.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, thanks, Kevin. The Mavericks head coach and I did talk. We talked about tackling the quote-unquote Sabonis problem. Coach said, we want to challenge Sabonis as early and often as possible. We'd rather see him pass the ball than find his own shot, and especially inside. Well, they'll try to battle Demonis in the paint. See how that works out. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. 5 on the clock. Sabonis' screen on Christie. And then LaVine with the jam.
Check out LaVine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Randall. Playing Milwaukee, he was nearly unstoppable. Bucket is good.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll his start throughout the rest of the game.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Dallas making a switch here. Kamara is checked in. The Kings also at the sub. Ellis is checked in for Carter. Dallas on defense. 6-point game. They get it back.
That is a disaster. Honestly, I'm embarrassed for him.
Here's Kamara. And it's off from 3-point range. Here's LaVine. The Mavericks pull it in. This game against Sacramento is the first time they've met this year.
And well, they swept the season series against them last year, making it pretty clear how much separation exists between the two teams.
Yeah, these teams were not on even ground last year, but no matter what it looks like on paper, we see teams make big turnarounds every season.
And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. Snatched up. Monk outside. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Monk's got 5 points so far.
This is a big reason why Monk is so important. It's his accuracy.
DeRozan against Randall, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Sacramento making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. Well, Richard, we've had the Big Three era, then the Super Team era. But what era do you think we're in right now?
Well, you still need at least one superstar to win it all. The teams are focusing more on surrounding their stars with high-quality role players instead of going all in on super teams.
There's 1:54 left to play in the first. For three, Mitchell. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Levine kicks to Ellis. And they take the lead.
Because he draws so much attention on offense, the D, look, they're going to have problems with Levine, and it opens up some great passing lanes for him.
A different look for Dallas. Trace Jackson-Davis is jacked in for Gobert. Moody comes in for Julius Randle. And Hayes subbed in for Mitchell. Pass to Christie. Drains it from beyond the arc. Christie's got his third bucket of the night.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's DeRozan. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Scooped up. Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. It's good.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Here's DeRozan, and DeRozan throws it down.
Now that's his dribble drive. That's one of DeMar DeRozan's superpowers.
Hayes with it. Ellis on him. Hayes, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now here's Levine. He has 5. DeRozan passes to Ellis. Kicks it out to Wagner. Just 5 on the clock. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. So for Dallas, their last game a win against Milwaukee. They set the screen. Chris, oh my goodness, what a play! And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Levine for 3. That shot, no good. Poked away. Here's Christie. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Mavericks lead by 4. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Dallas.
The story so far has been their mid-range shooting. The analytics might not like it, but elite offenses still knock it down from that area.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transitions. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
On the floor for Sacramento, we've got Mo Wagner. Also, Monk out there. Ellis is out there with Vucevic. Isaac finds Moody. Back to Isaac. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Isaac's got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots. But it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
Here's Hayes. Off target from outside. Taken away by Hayes. Takes a 3. And the 3 ball is good. Hayes has got himself on the board with 3 there.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
to Monk. Wagner with a screen for Monk. The three. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Vucevic. Again, the miss by the Kings. Mavericks leading by 9. Hayes up top. Vucevic defending. It's good. Hayes has got 5.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. The Kings trail by 13. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Richard, you've talked a lot about how underrated longevity has been as a factor in measuring some of the all-time great players.
Well, when you think about Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, the only way to achieve greatness in the statistical category is to have longevity. So obviously greatness and longevity coincide.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Gobert, he's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And Randall subbed in for Jones. Shot to stop the run. A second chance effort. Carter with the bucket.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Gobert the screen. Here's Hayes. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Monk outside. Three-pointer. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 8.
And you gotta love that three-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
The Kings trail by 10. Here's Wagner. Kicks it out to Ellis. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Pass to Moody. Gobert with a screen on Ellis. Moody. No good on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Tillman, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. And Levine subbed in for Monk. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. What a month it's been for these teams defensively. Fifth best, the Kings.
The energy that they're playing with on D has been tremendous the past month. Challenging every shot, making things hard on every opponent.
The Kings making a switch here. Holmes checked in.
Yeah, an underrated ball handler. Randall can beat you off the dribble. He keeps pressure on the defense.
Levine sets the screen for Holmes. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. Mavericks leading by 8. Here's Christie. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Christie's got 12 in the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Sacramento. Malik Monk comes in for Ellis. Here's Randall. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Randall's got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Carter with the bounce pass. And Sabonis the bucket on the assist by Carter. Sabonis has got his first points of the night.
And when defenders are lurking, that bounce pass can be the only way to get it through.
Christie can't make it.
Now look, this won't go down as a block, but the D made him change his shot, and that was enough.
Levine dishes to DeRozan. Fires the three. And Jones pulls it down. Mavericks leading by 11. Here's Randall. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Monk outside. Cracks in the tray. Monk's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Kings.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter, his 3rd overall.
Picked by Randall. Here's Christie. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound. Two on the clock. Gobert with the block. And so it's Dallas with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Dallas Mavericks.
Offensively, they can post you, drive it, run cutters. They're living large in that painted area.
And the defense has tried to pack it in a little, but those guys just keep coming.
All right, and now time to give some recognition. Players of the Month. In the East, Tyrese Halliburton.
How about Halliburton? Overlooked a little early on in his career, but once people saw more of him, they began to see the upside.
He has a positive effect in so many areas of the game. Well-deserved recognition here. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
They've got Christie. Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. Then it's Herbert Jones. And it's Mitchell in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Now here is Carter, and Davion Mitchell gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Here is Carter, 9-point game. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Dallas has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Christie can't make it. And for Sacramento, they're shooting 43% from the floor. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yes, Levine is a very good three-point shooter, but he prefers driving it. Don't see that in a lot of guards these days.
And so Levine nails both of them. Dallas leading by 7. The shot's good from Christie. Christie's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And now a glance at the 2K leaderboard with a list of the NBA's top assist men over the past 10 games. Davion Mitchell, number 1.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Carter hits them both. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Dallas shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
First team foul. Now at the line for your Mavericks, Christie, shooting 1.
Free throw good, Christie. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Trailing by 10.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
You know, RJ, we talk about DeMar DeRozan scoring, but he's also a terrific passer.
Yeah, his first couple of years in the league, DeRozan averaged less than 2 assists a game. Now, making plays for others is a big part of his game. And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
For Sacramento, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. Carter hits them both. Dallas leading by 7. That's a 2 from Randall. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And it's Carter penetrating. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. This one for 3. Connects from three-point range. Christie's got 8 points here in this quarter.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Outside, Levine. From past the arc. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
The Kings trail by 12. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. It's good from long range. Carter's got 10 points in the game.
Got that one to go. Okay, now 1 for 4 to start the second half.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Sabonis. He's getting around 8 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And what a force he is on the glass. Just inhales rebounds.
And he can go around his opponent, over his opponent, through his opponent. A true triple threat.
Now, here's DeRozan. Following the miss by Julius Randle. Took him no time at all on that one. That's 7 points for DeMar DeRozan.
This is where DeRozan makes his living, such an excellent mid-range shooter.
Three-pointer Randle. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. And Sacramento has possession. A 12-point game. Outside DeRozan. 17-foot shot on the way. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Always a consistent scorer, but DeRozan's work on his J has made him a perennial all-star.
And it's Mitchell missing. The Kings trail by 10. On for 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Christie kicks to Randall. Good for his 9th make and just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Stolen by Jones. And they're on the break. Goes up. And Randall throws it down.
And this is how Randall likes to operate, taking it in to the defense over and over again.
The Kings have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Outside DeRozan. Monk outside. Inside, there's Sabonis. Kick out to Levine. Just 3 to shoot. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Levine's got 10 points.
Timeout. And Levine takes a lot of threes for this very reason. Such an effective shooter.
Both teams will make substitutions. 1:36 left in the third. Pass to Christie. Takes the 3. Monk grabs the board.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
The kick out to Sabonis. Goes back up. Stephens pulls it in.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Moody. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Kings trail by 11. DeRozan in the corner. The three. And Moody pulls it down. Moody's got 4 rebounds in this game. Back to Hayes. Pass to Moody. There's the three. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket. Shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
And here's Sabonis. 34 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Sabonis sets the pick for Monk. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Ellis. And the call will be against Sabonis. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Mavericks leading by 14. Here's Christie. He's got 23. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he knocks down the first one. Moody hits them both. Carter outside. Here's Vucevic. And the baseline jumper, no good. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court right now for the Kings, Wagner is out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then it's Ellis. Then there's Carter.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Carter with the screen. The offensive rebound. Sabonis. Count it.
There's never a lack of energy on the offensive glass from Sabonis. He saves tons of possessions for them.
Mavericks leading by 16. Williams with the ball. Picked up by Ellis. Stevens, the pass to Hayes. Over Carter. And the shot falls short this time. For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A putback. It's good on the putback. And it's 8 points for Ellis.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. A nice shot by Moody.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Timeout, Sacramento.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for Williams. Wagner outside. Pass to Carter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. It triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review.
The previous play is under review.
Personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. They're double-checking, and the game continues on.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Sacramento.
Now, how did he manage to change his shot midair?
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Sacramento. Trailing by 19. It's tipped. They retain possession. And a wide open look here for Ellis. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Ellis has got 4 points this quarter. They set the pick to the middle. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
Sacramento making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Sabonis. Malik Monk comes in for Mo Wagner. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Ellis. Mavericks leading by 17. Pass to Kamare. Here's Jackson Davis. DeRozan defending. Here's Hayes. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
They get it back.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up. We've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Here's Moody. Got it. Good job in the low post. Moody's got 9 points here in the second half.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Back to DeRozan. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Snatched up. Pass to Moody. Buries it from three-point range. Moody's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Got to at least show a little heart out here.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
2 minutes remaining to the game. 2 minutes.
1:58 left to play here in the fourth. Yep, that one goes in there.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
The Kings shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Outside, LaVine. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis. Sabonis has got 3 assists tonight.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
When you compare, Richard, the NBA to the other major sports leagues, you have to be proud of the way things are run.
The NBA is a global league that focuses on global expansion, more so than any other major sport in the United States. And when it comes to the players, there isn't a league that treats their players better.
Isaac's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. A beautiful reverse layup.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Mavericks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And counting tonight's game on the season, they'll now have won 57 games this year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Julius Randle.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker.
Dallas again turning it over. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. 54 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And DeRozan kicks to Monk. Three-pointer. They grab their own miss. Sabonis. Isaac with some nice D. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Moody the pass to Isaac. Back to Moody. 6 to shoot. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Out to Carter. From downtown, Stephens pulls it in. And here is Moody. There's the try. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and our reporter David Aldridge and the entire 2K Sports